guys, Ashley here. Today I'm going to be giving you my monthly manga wrap-up. Woo! If you don't know what my monthly manga wrap-ups are, it is basically where I review all the mangas I read this month. For this video in particular, I am reviewing the mangas I read in December and half of January. So let's go. Alright, so the first one I'm going to show you guys today is the Promised Neverland by Kaiu Shirai. I don't know. You know me, can't pronounce these Japanese names. But yes, The Promised Neverland. This is a new debut. This was the first volume. It just came out this December. And it basically follows our three main characters, Emma, Norman, and Ray. They are orphans who live at this huge orphanage house with a bunch of other kids. And they are all under the supervision of one adult they call Mama. So they have a good life, they have good food, they have good clothes. But soon Emma and Norman discover that something is not right with this house. They uncover a dark secret, this dark truth that the adult Mama is hiding, and whew, it will have you shook. It will have you shook, because the series had me shook. 5 out of 5 stars to this one. I was so surprised how much I enjoyed this one. The ending left me like, what? And you know, I'm not one who usually goes out of my way to read manga online, because you know, most mangas are available online, but this one, let me tell you, your girl went online and just read all of the 67 chapters they had available. I just read it all. I read it out, and let me tell you, this series, where it goes, the direction it goes in, wow. It is action-packed, there are plot twists, it is amazing. So, you should definitely pick up the first volume and you will just, this is definitely one I really hope they make into an anime, because I think it would be fantastic. So, Promised Neverland. Whoa! Right, the second one I'm going to show you I read this month. I buddy read it with Emma from Miss Emma Reads a Lot, so I will link her channel down below. And it is Astra Lost in Space by Kenta Shinohara. This one follows a group of 9 kids. They live in the year 2063 where interstellar space travel is basically the norm. And they go to planet camp for 5 days where they're sent off to another planet without adult supervision for 5 days. Personally, for me, that sounds like a horrible idea. Would not want to do that. But that's what they do, and when they're on the planet, this huge orb comes and basically transports them into the middle of space. They're stranded in space. How are they going to survive? The mystery, ooh, the drama. So guys, again, another 5 out of 5 star read. It was fantastic. It was surprisingly super funny. All the characters, there's 9 of them, there's a lot, but all the characters I found myself falling in love with, they were all super funny. They were super great. Also, what initially drew this to me in the first place, I really like the art style, and I've been in a weird space kick lately. I've been reading all these space books, so I was like, ooh, a space manga, let me pick that one up. But yeah, the art style on here was just really nice, and I like how they have these little colored panels in the back. I looked it up, and this one actually is only going to be 5 volumes, so that's really nice. You know, you don't have to spend all that money wasting trying to buy all these volumes. Definitely pick it up. Funny characters, amazing plot, there's some twists in there, it was great. Next one I picked up was The Garden of Words by Mikoto Shinkai. This one is the same author of the movie Your Name, which was excellent, by the way. Highly recommend. So I've been wanting to read some of his mangas just to see if I would like them. If you watched my monthly manga wrap up last month, I also read his other one, She and Her Cat, which I kind of just like, okay. And unfortunately, guys, this one was kind of the same deal. I only gave it 2 stars. It honestly disappointed me, and I didn't know when I bought this. The Garden of Words, and even he has another one called 5 centimeters per second, which I was interested in, but now I'm no longer. So these ones are actually manga adaptations from the movies. The movies came first, so I think that's why I didn't like this one so much and gave it 2 stars. This basically follows this girl and a guy, and whenever it rains, he skips first period of his class to go to this park where she is always there, and they kind of just talk over time. Honestly, it's a really short book, okay? And I was expecting this one to be really emotionally heavy, which I think it was trying to convey, but it kind of just wasn't. I found the plot to be lackluster. It just lacked depth, honestly. It lacked any depth and emotion, and maybe if you watch the movie, that's something the movie portrays better, but just reading it in a manga style, obviously it's adapted from the movie, I just wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't getting anything. They would admit their emotions, and I was just like, no, I don't feel it. I barely know you. I've only read a couple pages of you, and I don't feel it. I just don't feel it. And also the age difference between these two did bother me a little bit. It's a little uncomfortable and semi-inappropriate in my opinion. So yeah, Garden of Words, I just didn't like it. I think in the future I probably will not read any of his work in the future unless it is a manga first. I definitely think he is better with his films, and then the people who adapt his mangas is just nah for me. But the cover is super nice. The artwork is gorgeous in here, which I think is just all it had going for it was the artwork, honestly. Anything else, I was just like, nah. Alright, next one I picked up was Volume 2 of To Your Eternity by Yoshitoki Oima. Don't know. So yeah, this is the second volume to Your Eternity. I love this series. It's great. If you don't know what it's about, it is about this orb that comes down to Earth and he metamorphosizes into different beings. So this is just the second volume. I can't tell you much about it. All I can tell you is I really like this series. I don't think I liked the second volume as much as the first one. I gave this one 4 out of 5 stars just because it felt like a connecting bridge between the first one and possibly the third one. Not a lot happened in it, so it wasn't as exciting as the first one, but I still definitely really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to reading the third one. And also, the covers are just so aesthetically nice. I know this one is one I'm just gonna love having on my shelf because they're so pretty and I just really like them. Next one I picked up is another one I'm finishing the series of, and that is Your Lie in April. This is volume 6 out of the 11. So out of the 5 I still need to buy. Oh my god, my bank account, RIP. Volume 6 of Your Lie in April, I gave this one 5 stars as well. I am loving this series. I can tell it's about to be real emotional. Things that happened this volume, I'm like, oh god, oh god, oh god, no, no, no. I'm super excited to continue reading this series. If you don't know what Your Lie in April is about, it follows a boy named Kosei. He used to have a love for music, but after his mom passed away, he kind of lost his love for playing the piano until he meets a girl that kind of sparks that love back into his life for music. Yes, and this also has an anime which I'm also watching as I read. So I'm watching as I read, so you'll just probably see me read this forever until I'm finished. But yeah, Your Lie in April, highly recommend. Super cute, super emotional, amazing, give you the feels, just go. And the last manga I picked up this month is Scumbag Loser by Mikoto Yamaguti. So this one follows a boy, and he basically is the biggest loser in class, so he lies to everyone and tells them that he has a girlfriend to make them think that he is not a loser. And however, his so-called girlfriend shows up to class the next day as a transfer student, and so everyone's like, wow, you really do have a girlfriend. But the catch with this is the girl that he named was his girlfriend actually died quite a while ago, died a couple years ago. So he's just like, what the heck? Why is she here? What is she doing here? The mystery. This one appealed to me because it was in the bestseller section of the manga section of the store I go to. So this one is definitely more mature. It has a mature audience rating on the back. It was a little bit more racy than I would have liked. That wasn't like the overall story and what it was about. It was just definitely his character in general. So sometimes a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit too sexual sometimes, but overall I did enjoy the story. It surprisingly turned into a horror manga, which I was not expecting. But you know, if that kind of thing doesn't bother you, it doesn't bother me personally. I kind of just wasn't expecting it to be that racy, and I was like, oh, okay, this is definitely mature content. But overall, I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I did enjoy it. I did think it was a little bit long in general, but I did enjoy it. I'm glad I read it. Definitely weird, definitely a little strange, but overall, it does have a good meaning behind it. You know, everyone should learn to love yourself and accept love from others is basically what the overall message is in this manga. Alright guys, that's it. That's it. That's all the mangas I read this month. Like I said before, I may not do these every single month. I kind of just do them whenever I read a bunch of manga, which who knows, it's just whenever I feel like it. Yeah. Alright, that is it for today's video, guys. Comment below, have you read anything? What are some mangas you read this month? Do you recommend any to me? Always looking for more. Woo! Alright guys, my name is Ashley. This is Ashley Layout Page. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Thank you!